Yo, what is good, YouTube? Yo, what is good, YouTube? Your boy BRYEEE back with another BRYEEE banger. Yo, alright, so check it out. I'm losing my goddamn mind. We on like day 14,722 of this coronavirus quarantine thing, and I'm like losing my shit. Like, I don't even know what to do anymore. I don't watch TV like that. I like to read, honestly, but there's only so many books you can read. There's only so many people you can call. There's only so many things you can do. Yo, and honestly, my heart goes out to everybody who's really struggling right now, struggling to pay rent, has a small business and had to close their doors. It's really rough out there right now, but I promise you guys, we will get through it. Just keep your head up, keep those prayers high, and we will get through it. I wanted to do something a little different today, kind of like a story time / get to know me kind of thing. I know I'm fresh on YouTube, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of intro into who I am. My name is Brian, nickname BRYEEE. I kind of got that nickname back in high school, because Brian don't really get too many girls. Nah, let me not do that. I live in Brooklyn, New York. I graduated from BRYEEE College a few years ago. Yeah, I didn't want to just kind of like sit here and be like, yeah, my name is Brian, this is what I do. Nah, I felt that would be super boring. Actually, what I found online is 14 things to talk about on a first date. 14 things to talk about on a first date. So I think I'm just gonna run through those and just see where we go. Alright, cool. Number 1. If you could hop on a plane right now, where would you go? Bruh. The way this coronavirus thing, I would go to fucking Jersey. I just want to get the hell out the house. Like, but on normal circumstances, if I could hop on a plane right now, where would I go? I'd probably go to DR. Honestly, I hear DR is OD poppin'. La playa, you know, the beaches, the white sand, clear water, that just seemed like, you know, wavy. I wouldn't spend all the time in like a resort though. I would, you know, I'd see the local stuff, because that's really where the vibes are, you know, just you know, bang out with the locals, you know what I'm saying? Number 2, where is home? Home is where the heart is. Now we stop. Home is home. So I have a single mother. I moved out last year, so that's always gonna be one of my homes. My parents are actually separated. My dad lives in Brooklyn and my mom lives in Queens. So home was always Brooklyn and Queens, and then of course now I live in Brooklyn, so Brooklyn's home now. But honestly, anywhere that I could rest my head at and I could just, you know, come home and feel safe, which would be my house, my mom's house, or my father's house, is home to me, real talk. Number 3, what's the best meal you've ever had? Now let me stop. The best meal I've ever had. Yo, what's that spot? It's in Long Island City. What's it called? Oh, yo, it's killing me. It's like some blend on the water. Yo, blend on the water. Holy. Yo, I had something called a pollo a la plancha. Yo, that joint was fire. Oh my god, yo, that joint was fire. It was like grilled chicken with like a pico de gallo and some plantain and some rice and beans. Oh, alright, yo, before we move any forward, alright, so I'm half Indian, half black. But I was raised by an Ecuadorian family because, you know, mom's working, holding it down. Shout out to her. So I was raised on Spanish food, like, and I just love Spanish food, Spanish women. But so my heart is just always in Spanish food. I play Spanish food over everything, even my own type of cuisine. But that joint was just, oof, like, yo, they still open. I'm gonna get a little, but that was definitely a fire meal. Wow, that is crazy. Did you have any nicknames growing up or now? Moment of truth, my mom used to call me Pumpkin. But we're not gonna talk about that right now. Now my nickname is just Daddy, so. What were you like as a child? I feel like I was a lot like how I am now. I was always pretty like personable. Like I like to talk to people a lot. I was always very social. And I feel like that has just never changed. Definitely always like to find out about other people, meet new people, see what they're into, get to know what they're about. I'm not gonna even hold you. I was super arrogant as a kid. I was just like, I thought I was that. Yeah. Like I thought I was everything. Nobody could touch me. But then just, of course, as you grow older, you just kind of realize that those types of behaviors just don't really get you anywhere, and you just really gotta humble yourself down and realize that the world doesn't revolve around you. So that was definitely an eye opener. But we're not gonna go into that right now. What's something I wouldn't guess about you? What's something I wouldn't guess about you? Oh, boom, back to like 2 questions ago. I'm actually very, very fluent in Spanish. Wait, should I like show that now? I don't know if I should do that. What's something I can say in Spanish? Oh. Yo puedo hablar un poco español, está bien. You see the little accent? You see the little accent? You see the little accent? Oh, I can also speak a little bit of French. Haitian mommies, holla at me. Je parle un petit français. No, you stop. What's on your bucket list? I definitely want to travel the world. I feel like I still haven't really enjoyed my life. Is that sad to say? Cause you know, like you're in school until you're like 18, 21, you know, depending on if you follow up after high school or whatever the case may be. So it's just kind of like, I feel like, and then right after school, like you're working. So I don't really feel like I've traveled all that much and just really seen the world. So I would definitely love to travel. Ooh, excuse me. I definitely would love to travel. Ugh. Oh, damn. Yo, what the? I would definitely love to travel the world. I would definitely love to learn different languages. Like I would definitely love to be super fluent in French. I would definitely love to be super fluent in French. I would love to be fluent in Arabic. I would love to be fluent in, well, of course, Spanish. I would love to be able to speak Chinese because these niggas be talking shit. But I would definitely love those 4 languages right there. I would definitely Chinese, Arabic, French, Spanish. Yeah, those 4 languages. And then of course in addition to English, I would definitely love to just add those to the resume, to the CV. You know what I'm saying? What do you think your most attractive quality is? So I definitely feel like I definitely feel like when I'm in relationships, I really just kind of give it my all. Like I try to put my best foot forward, and then, you know, some of these females, they just don't really show love to a youngin', you know what I'm saying? They just, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely feel like one of my most attractive qualities is like I just really care about those who are close to me. I'm gonna check up on you. I'm gonna make sure you're good, financially, spiritually, physically, metaphysically. I'm gonna just make sure that you're straight, you know? Like if you're my peoples, you're my peoples. I'm gonna always look out for you. But one thing is that it's kind of like a double-edged sword. If I feel like it's not reciprocal, then I'm gonna just flip the switch. Like I'm just gonna be like, all right, look, you don't really deserve my time and energy, so I'm just not gonna give it to you anymore. It's that simple. What's been the most significant or best year of your life so far? I feel like commencement years, like graduating high school, graduating college, those have always been proud moments. Not only proud moments, but just life-changing moments, because it's more of like a coming of age type of thing. It's a period of time where I feel like if I haven't already, I really need to step up to the plate and grow. So it's always been like a self-proving time for me, or a year for me. It's like, all right, boom, senior year of high school. This is time where I really gotta figure stuff out. I really gotta make sure I'm going to the next level. Not everybody can come with me to this next level, so I really gotta pick and choose my friends wisely. Fortunately for me, a lot of the friends that I have now, I've known for a pretty long time, like I've had since high school or since college. And most of them are just well, almost all of them are just super self-driven people, ambitious. Like I know my boys in the Air Force. My homegirl studying to be an RN. My other homegirl is an up-and-coming actress. My homeboy, he's studying to be like a cybernetic engineer. Like they're just, they're all really just, bootstrapping, getting it together, putting on, they're putting on their big boy pants and getting things together. So that just seeing my people do that is just really, really dope also. Moving on, tell me about your family. So I think I touched on that earlier today. I mean, I live by myself now, but I grew up with a single mother, and it was cool. Like my mom definitely always made sure that we were good. She always made sure, she didn't indulge in everything that I wanted, but she always made sure I had what I needed. A good education, a warm home to come to, and just always made sure that we were good. She did what she had to do to make sure that I had. Yeah, this is kind of a touchy one. Wow, I didn't. Oof. Wow, that was. It wasn't always easy. It wasn't always easy. And I don't even want to say financially. I just want to more say like just the relationship, because I didn't always have the greatest relationship with my mom, and it was just kind of like it just really wasn't always easy. Like there was a lot of times that we argued. There was times that we really didn't get along. We butted heads. I left the house. She didn't want anything to do with me, and it just played a major role in the man I am today. So it wasn't easy, it wasn't easy. But, yeah. Moving on. If you won $1 million tomorrow, what would you do? I'm buying all the goddamn hand sanitizer and flipping that bit. Now let me stop. If I won $1 million tomorrow, what would you do? Well, so we definitely live in uncertain times right now, so I would definitely stash a bit. But I would definitely. So I was actually a real estate investments major in college, so I would definitely, cop some property, just hold it down in my name. I would start a few more businesses. I would, especially in times like right now, I would set aside a portion of that and just try to help as many people as I can with this whole pandemic going on. Just kind of like start like a mini relief fund, maybe manufacture a ventilator mask or something like that, just to kind of help as many people as I could. Because one thing about time and money is that you don't always have money, but you always have time. So there's always a way to help, you know what I mean? But in the case like that, where I have a good deal amount of money, I definitely try to, set some aside and just help as many people as I could. You know what I mean? So that's what I would do. I would also, I would send a portion of that to all my friends and family, like, yo, you get 5,000, you get 5,000, you get 5,000, everybody get 5,000, just to kind of relieve the burden, and also, give them a little bit of a leg up, just so they can kind of, progress in these situations. What are you most afraid of? Failure. Definitely. I feel like once you have a solid mind, there is no excuse to fail. There have been people in our history that have gone through way more troubling times and just made it through and just became something for themselves. So I feel like in times like that, we live it, it's literally what a time to be alive. I feel literally like we have so much opportunity, especially if you're living in America. If you're living in America during these times where like the internet is so vast and so easy to access, so easily accessible, I feel like there is really no excuse for failure. There is absolutely no excuse. Like, you can quote me on that. Nowadays and in times like these, there is no excuse for failure. There is just so much opportunity out there where anybody who really wants to can make something of themselves. So literally, I'm deathly afraid of failure, real talk. Who do you talk to the most? Myself. No cap. Myself. I feel like anybody who says that if you talk to yourself you're crazy is very misunderstanding. It's very misunderstanding. I feel like talking to yourself is one of the, I feel like if you can't be by yourself, then you have to work on that. I feel like if you cannot be by yourself, you have to work on that. Like, I've gone to dinners by myself. I live by myself, so it's just kind of like I'm used to it. But I feel like if you can't find solitude in solidarity, then you have to work on these things. This is something that you need to overcome as a person, as a human being, as an individual. So I talk to myself about, like, you know, my passions. I talk to myself about what I want to do, what I want to be, where do I see myself as. I feel like you need to have that. You need to have that alone time with yourself. And honestly, not to kind of go off on a deep end or anything like that, I feel like if we could take one positive out of this whole coronavirus pandemic thing, it's just really like, I feel like, and I'm not trying to go off like I'm some huge spiritual person or anything like that, but I feel like it was kind of God's way of saying, like, yo, y'all all need to chill out for a second. Y'all need to get right with yourselves, with your family, with the world, and just stay home and cool off. I mean, of course, these are times that are rough economically, but if you take that aspect out for a second, I really feel like it's rewarding in a sense where a lot of people right now are spending time with people who they've been neglecting for a long time, or they just haven't been making the time for in a long time. A lot of people are catching up on things that they've been putting on the back burner. Like, I can say for myself, I've been catching up on a lot more reading. You know, I got the ball rolling on a lot of other projects that I haven't been able to start in the past. To some degree, although I'm like frankly miserable being at home all these times because I'm so used to being on the run, it's gratifying to know that, you know, I've been able to take steps in other directions towards, you know, just kind of getting things rolling, you know what I mean? And to some degree, although it sucks, you know, the whole situation, there's a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. Last question. If you were stranded on an island and could take 3 things with you, what would they be? My mom. My mom is probably one of these, if not the smartest person I know. So she could figure her way out of hell and back. So definitely my mother. Definitely a really good book. A good book on mental health, because I feel like mental health is needed. It's powerful, and not everybody has it. You know, not everybody's strong mentally just because they haven't been in a position to, or they just really haven't gotten right within. How you gonna win if you ain't right within? So my mother, a good book, and can you bring money? But I mean, if you're on a stranded island, you can't do nothing with money. Oh, I would bring like the world's best. Like, I feel like people don't think about this. Like, if you're on a stranded island, the goal is to not stay there, it's to get the hell off. So I feel like I would bring like the best castaway survival dude out there, like some kind of like Indiana Jones in 2020 type of thing. So because I'm not trying to be on this island, bro. I'm trying to get back to New York. I'm trying to get back to the women and the money and the, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back out. I'm not trying to be stuck on an island, you feel me? So I'm bringing somebody who can get me the hell off. You know what I'm saying? That was the last question, and let's face it, all of these questions are way more interesting than asking someone what their job is. Facts. Yo, guys, I really hope you enjoyed these questions with me. Feel free to drop a comment if you just want to talk about anything that we talked about in this video. Definitely throw a like. And most importantly, yo, hit that subscribe button, bro. Turn the post notifications on. Yo, every subscriber, I feel like a subscriber is somebody who just really believes in you. So every time I literally get a subscriber, I be like I do a little happy dance, because honestly, it's like somebody's buying into you, and that's why I really wanted to put this video out there, because I wanted more people, like the pranks and the challenges and the comedic stuff is cool, it's fun and everything like that, but I want people to really know like who they rocking with, who they're really subscribing to. And literally, I plan to go so hard for my subscribers, bro. Like, I just really want to put out some dope content just so you guys can rock with me, just so you guys could make your days a little bit brighter. Whatever I'm doing, if it can help you get through what you're doing, then it just means the world. So yo, this is BRYEE signing off.